I would say that my greatest moment, there were a lot of them, there have been a lot of them, but I will never forget opening night. And Wendy Bradshaw and I were tasked with getting Mr. McConnell down to the ice to drop the puck. And we got him out, we walked through the tunnel and got him out to the ice. And sitting there on the team bench, watching John H. walk out on the carpet and drop that puck, and the thunderous noise in that arena that night was unbelievable. And I'll never forget it. That was the start. That's what happened 25 years ago.
I think that the sky's the limit for us.
The NHL would be the biggest game in town.
I very vividly remember, I think we had a week to figure out what the NHL application was going to look like for Columbus. And I wanted to do it. I'll just be clear. I was hoping he was going to say, how do we get this done? And in fact, he did. And he said, well, do you want to do it? And I said, yes.
The idea that they would like to be able to leave a legacy for
It's
the children with their grandchildren.
great for me to think back about that time and think how badly we wanted this to happen and how could we best present us in the best light to say the NHL is more than welcomed in Columbus. The McConnells in particular were absolutely listening and valued what I brought to the table. I just wanted to do a good job, and I wanted my identity to be tied to she's somebody that does what she says she's going to do, she gets things done.
Hi, I'm Cathy Lyttle. I'm the chair of the Columbus Blue Jackets Foundation. Through education
To be
and growing
perhaps the
support
first one in the room on the team's identity and how we were going to present ourselves in the community, that was a pretty cool experience. I think community is a big part of Columbus. And from day one, Mr. McConnell said, I want to have a way to give back to the community beyond the team. And it wasn't too long, even after we got the team, that we said we're going to start a foundation.
It translates into an incredible $2.5 million.
Here we are 25 years later. It's had over $17 million of impact in our community. And I think you talk about bringing community along. We've done that in the way that amateur hockey has exploded in this community. The good we've done with organizations around pediatric cancer, the reading programs, education, and just all around wellness for kids in this community. That's how you bring the community along. And I think no matter what's happening on the ice, there's good in everything that the Blue Jackets represents. And I love how our players grab hold of this and understand that being a Blue Jacket means a big responsibility for our community. And then I think about the kids today that have played in our leagues growing up, that learned how to play through the Blue Jackets programs, who now are playing for the Blue Jackets or playing for other teams in the NHL. That is fantastic. And that is kind of beyond, maybe what we even imagined when we started. I love it when somebody comes up to me to say, I have a great relationship with my grandfather or my dad because we came to Blue Jackets games. That was our thing. And that is just, that's just so powerful. And I think something that the organization should be very, very proud of. When Mr. McConnell passed in April of 2008, obviously that was an emotional time for us all and a sad one. The team hadn't quite made it to the playoffs, did it in the next year. But Rick Nash and several of the players came together and wanted to honor him. And we all thought the best way, in consulting with the foundation, to do that was to set up a scholarship. Mr. McConnell valued education. And I think for all of us, that seemed to speak to his values, what he believed in. It's just amazing to get to go through the interview process with these high school seniors, talk to them about their dreams and how much the scholarship will mean to them.
Since 2008, the foundation has awarded more than $300,000 in scholarships for this purpose.
Very proud to be able to recognize Mr. McConnell's, really his dreams too. He had dreams. Many of his dreams got to be lived out, and one of them was bringing a Major League sports team to Columbus, Ohio, and he got to do that in the Blue Jackets. Maybe the Blue Jackets can represent for Columbus believing in a dream and believing that it can happen. And I don't think Columbus should ever shy away from, what it wants to be. And I think the Blue Jackets can help continue to identify who we are out in the world. And that's pretty special. And I think that, hopes and dreams of not just hockey players, but I think hopes and dreams of fans, people in this community. The organization has brought good things to this community, and not just in the foundation, but I look at, the All-Star game, and I look at the winter game that we held in Ohio Stadium. I believe we'll be, in the thick of playoffs that will run deeper than the first round. I believe someday we will have the Stanley Cup, and I think Columbus is the kind of place that believes in big things, and I think so does the Blue Jackets organization. So let's believe in that together, and let's be thankful that we have each other, because I do think it's something that the community and the team can realize together. And I think as long as we are together, we can make big things happen.